Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. So, what's your name?
My name is Priyanka Tyagi.
Priyanka?
Priyanka Tyagi. Priyanka Tyagi.
Okay. Priyanka, tell me about yourself.
My name is Priyanka Tyagi. I belongs from Delhi, and I belong to Delhi. I have three children. I and as per as concern about my studies, so I have done BA and B.Ed in English literature in 2014.
So, you have
No,
done BA English
2014,
literature.
2004.
Currently, what are you doing?
Yeah. Currently, ma'am, I'm a housewife.
Okay. So, you are a homemaker right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me about your family.
Yes, ma'am.
also, Priyanka. About your family.
My family, I have three children, ma'am.
Children.
And
Don't say children's. Say, I have three children. Children is
yeah,
plural.
I have three children. Elder one is daughter and two younger son.
Okay.
My daughter is in 12th class.
Okay. Your daughter is the eldest and she is in class 12.
Yes,
And
she's
your sons? Tell me about your sons.
my elder son is in 10th class, and my youngest son is in 7th class.
Okay. One is in class 10 and the other one is in class 7.
7th.
So you have three children.
Yes,
Do they fight with each other?
Yes, ma'am. All the time they are fighting with each other.
Okay. Why do you want to learn English?
Ma'am, actually, English learning is my passion since my childhood. Actually, I like very much when people talk in English language.
When you see other
Just
people
the
talk
reason.
English, you like it a lot. Is it so?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, and English has a need in every field. Actually,
Yeah, English is required everywhere in every field. So you did BA English literature. So you didn't do your English speaking practice at that
yes,
time
ma'am.
in 2004?
Ma'am, actually, no, your voice is breaking up, so I couldn't find your question properly. So please repeat again.
I said you did your BA English literature in 2004. At that time, you didn't try to speak in English?
No, actually, ma'am, that time I was working. Actually, I had given English grammar, and I was married in 2004. So that's total things were break. Just because there was no any atmosphere for English.
Okay.
That's why I
So you mean
forget
there was no
everything.
atmosphere at that time in 2004. That is why you didn't try to speak in English. But now wherever you go, you find people speaking in English, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, yes. I have one and two groups on WhatsApp. So I talk to her and him.
Okay, you talk to a few people on WhatsApp groups and you do your English speaking practice.
Yes.
Where did you go on your last vacation with your children and husband?
Yes, ma'am. Last vacations we had to go in Manali.
Okay, you had gone to Manali for your last vacation. So your whole family went there?
Yes, there was yes, ma'am, my whole family had to go, but there were so rushed and very crowdy atmosphere. That's why we had to come earlier.
Okay, so Manali was so crowded that you came earlier. So how many days did you stay in Manali?
Only 3 days, ma'am, because my children told that it's not good. I don't know why, but they didn't find they do want to that.
Manali, they didn't enjoy there. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
Priyanka.
Due to Russian, there was I think
Yeah.
network issue. No?
Yeah, tell me. Actually, your voice was breaking. Now tell me again. Why did your children get bored there?
Yes, because ma'am, there was my children went to there because they want that very winter, very cold, but there was
Okay.
no any. Yes, same.
Okay.
Not not a big difference in Delhi and Manali's weather.
Okay.
There is no huge difference.
Your children want
So
to go there.
that's why my children decided that.
Yeah, let's correct a few mistakes here. Your children wanted to go there because they wanted a cold place. They wanted to go to a cold place and enjoy. But it wasn't that cold. and there was not much difference in Delhi's and Manali's temperature that at that time. Is it so? So that is why you
Yes.
didn't enjoy there,
Yes.
because Manali was not very cold.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what about you? You and your husband, did you want to stay there? Were you enjoying there?
No, actually, no. I didn't also want to stay there
Okay, you
because
also didn't want to
I
stay there.
felt same thing. Yeah.
You also felt the same thing, that Manali was not that cold as you were expecting it to be.
Yes.
Okay. How did you go to Manali?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you go to Manali?
How did
By car, by train, by
ma'am,
flight?
we had to go. Yes, we have to go. We had to go with our car.
हम कार में गए थे, तो you can't say
With
we
by
had
car.
to go our car. We went by car. You should say we went by car.
We
हम कार
went.
से गए थे, तो its
We went by.
translation is not we had to go our car. We went by car, or there is one more translation, we had gone to Manali by car. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you do any activities in
Ma'am,
Manali?
same, ma'am. That's the problem with me actually.
Okay.
No, ma'am, no, because only 3 days we had to stay there. That's
No,
why
no. Say we stayed there for only 3 days. We had to stay. Don't say that. That
we
is
couldn't
incorrect.
do anymore.
Had to stay is wrong. We stayed there for just 3 days. We stayed there for 3 days, but we had to stay for 3 days is wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me again.
We stayed there for 3 days.
Yes. So you didn't do any activities.
Only yes. Only we had to done. How can I say? Boating.
Okay, you had done boating in Manali.
Yes.
Boating in a lake.
For 1.5 hours. It was very over enjoyed.
Oh, so you enjoyed a lot when you were boating in Manali.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, I have been learning this language in order to fluent for 3 months.
You have been learning English for the last 3 months.
Yes, and I do work hard on it.
Okay, you're working hard
But
on it.
my sentence structure is always going. Yes, always going wrong. My sentence structure. I can't make a proper framing of sentences. How to correct it, ma'am? Please tell me. I can't understand. I'm very bothered for this thing.
See, you can't frame sentences in spite of trying hard for 3 months. You want to say that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you reading English?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you
I
reading?
love reading. I have read 3 books of Sudha Murthy's. An author Sudha Murthy. Do you heard about?
Yes, I have heard of
her?
that. But you do one thing, your
Yes.
English is at basic level. So you should read storybooks every single day. Because children's storybooks, they have simple English. You should read them every day. When you see the sentences and read the sentences, then you understand how the sentences are framed. What is the sentence structure? If you want to understand these things, you will have to read stories every day. So read simple English stories for about half an hour every day.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Which books are I have read? There are lots of stories and ancient times of stories.
You have read 3 books, no? You have to read for half an hour every day.
And ma'am, I have read also Panchatantra. Child's story book Panchatantra.
Yeah. You have read Panchatantra also. I have told some of my students that you start reading every day. And when they started reading for half an hour every day, storybooks, their English has improved so much. It really makes a difference. So start reading stories every day. You read sometimes, right? You don't read every day, no?
Ma'am, I read 1 hour daily. No, I read every day 1 hour. 1 hour every day I read.
Then read every day, watch English content every day, and write every day. Write also for a while.
I don't have any problem in reading.
Okay. If you read every day for 1 hour, then your sentence structure will keep improving. 3 months is not a good enough time to, learn a full language. We have learned Hindi in so many years.
Yes, Ayana.
Yeah. Your
Yes,
children,
yes,
when they
you're
were
right,
growing
you're
up, your children were growing up. They could speak Hindi when they were about 3, 4 years old. So it took them so many years. So you keep doing all these things, but it will take a few years. But your English will keep improving. Do you speak English with your children? Do they speak English?
No, ma'am. My children are very good in English, but they don't talk in English with each other, and me also.
How are you doing
Yes, ma'am.
English
That's
speaking practice? Yeah. You are reading, you are watching English content, but
yeah,
how
ma'am.
do
I
you
have
do your English speaking practice?
know very well, ma'am. I'm not able to speak because lack of speaking, lack of practice. I understand very well, but this thing I speak at home with my children.
Mhm. You started
Yes,
learning English yourself, right? In 3 months, you have improved a lot. You are able to speak. If you are making some mistakes, it doesn't matter, but you are able to speak. In a few months, you will improve a little more.
yes,
And
ma'am.
by the time it's about 1 to 2 years, your English will be very fluent. So you are improving. Don't say that you have not improved. You are. So tell me, what does your husband do?
No, I know. Ma'am, my husband is a property dealer.
Okay. Does he speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he speak English?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
He doesn't. He's generous person, the intelligent person, but actually English speaking is a proper atmosphere. Everybody speak in English, so I speak English, but nobody is in speak. So how should I?
So you want to say if everybody speaks in English, I can also speak in English. But if nobody speaks in English, how can I? But you must have done so many things that
Yeah.
nobody else was doing. You can't keep waiting for others to speak in English. You start speaking English with your children first. Don't wait for them to speak
Yes,
English. Yeah.
ma'am. Actually, I have a problem. When I start to speak in English, then I take time to speak my sentence. So it will be uncomfortable for me.
Actually, try to translate sentence in your head, right?
Yes, ma'am. A whole day first of all, I have connected with wire. First 2 and 3 are complete listening, and after that, I speak in with me. I
Yeah,
translate
you should
stories.
speak
I
to
translate.
yourself.
I
Yes.
have yes,
You
yes.
should
I
speak
have
to yourself.
translated in my mind from my childhood
Mhm.
in incidents. I translated everything.
So when you go to the
But
kitchen,
ma'am, I have a second problem.
okay.
When I speak to me, when I
When I speak to myself,
speaking English with
speak to myself,
me to
not me.
myself,
Yeah.
yes. At the time yes, at the time I recall my words because I have a little album of vocabulary.
Okay.
That same time I recall same vocabulary, but when I speak to other person, that time I can't recall my vocabulary. Why?
See, when we
You
use a
understood,
word,
ma'am?
when we use a new word, some 5, 10 times, it becomes set in our memory. When we use it 10, 15 times, otherwise, if you learn a new word in Hindi also, you will forget it. But when we use that word
Yes,
many times, then only we can remember it. So it's okay. Everyone forgets. If I also learn a new word and I don't use it, I also forget it after a while. So it happens with everyone. You have to keep using that word deliberately. Then only you can remember it.
yes, ma'am. Vocabulary is not my problem because appropriate vocabulary I have.
Okay.
But if my problem is just sentence structure. I can't correct my sentence structure.
That will definitely be corrected. You will have to keep reading and don't be impatient. If you have studied for 3 months and you are saying after trying for 3 months, I am not able to frame correct sentences, it will take a little more time, but it will definitely happen. Don't worry. Just keep working at it and
Ma'am,
keep working hard.
you can't believe, ma'am, you can't believe a whole night I couldn't sleep. Think about it that I am not able to speak English. I'm not able to speak English. I not able to do anything. whole
You know,
I
uh,
uh, I I I have pressurized to me too
Yeah, there
much
was a time
level.
in my life also, that I had become obsessed with English, but I was not able to speak English in front of anybody. Then I also used to wake up in the middle of the night thinking that will this dream ever come true? Will I ever be able to speak English? Yeah, it used to happen with me also. It's kind of an obsession.
Same
That,
thing happened with me.
yeah.
Yes.
So you have to become
I
obsessed.
wake up, I couldn't sleep whole night, and 3 o'clock morning. Yes, yeah, 3 o'clock. I wake up and I woke up and go to my husband and please, you also wake up because I can't sleep. So my husband says, but why? So I was telling I'm not able to speak English, and I'm doing work hard. So what what should I do? So my husband says that you are, so you can go and sleep well, please.
Yes, yes. You will definitely be able to speak English. Don't
Yes,
worry. Just relax. And this thing that is happening with you, it happens with everyone. Everyone makes
yes,
mistakes. Everyone is obsessed. So many people are obsessed that we want to become fluent, but don't be impatient in 3 months. I am telling you, it will take 1 to 2 years minimum. So it has taken me so many years, but now I am able to speak English. If I can speak English, I think anybody can.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Mhm.
Actually, ma'am, when time and I'm going to later. So when I comparison with
Yeah, yeah,
other
yeah.
person,
If you
that
start
time I feel
comparing yourself
dismay.
to other
And
people, you will lose confidence. If you compare
yes, yes,
yourself to other people, they are on their journey,
yes,
you are on your journey. If I can speak more fluently here, you may be great at something else. है ना? That I have to keep working. In 2, 3 years, I will be a very fluent English speaker. Just remind yourself that. And all the best,
yes.
Priyanka. You will
Same
definitely
thing.
be fluent
Yes,
one day.
ma'am. Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm so glad to meet you and my dream come true. Before a long time, I want to talk to you because you are my crush. Because when I started my journey, first you are the second teacher after Yashoda ma'am. Yashoda
Okay.
ma'am, with Yashoda ma'am, I motivated. Or after that, you are my crush. You are my favorite teacher,
Oh,
Meenu
thank you
ma'am.
so much. So much.
Many sentence I have learned. Many sentence I have learned with your English sentences, daily use sentences. So,
Okay.
ma'am, please tell me about that. How to correct my sentence structure and how to utilize at home my English speaking. Please tell me, ma'am. Only two things.
Three basic things I have already told you. Like reading, you have to read every day, write for 5-10 minutes every day, and watch English content. These three are basic. And the other thing that I want to tell you is speak to yourself all day. Like, let's say you are making tiffin in the morning for your children. So at that time, keep speaking to yourself. I am making tiffin. Her tiffin is ready. Let me pack this. She has got ready. I'm making tea. Keep talking all day with yourself in English. If
Yes.
you make it a habit to talk in English with yourself all day, then more and more English will be there in your mind and more English will come out of your mouth. That is what I used to do when I was not able to speak English with other people. I used to talk to myself in English. You will be able to form correct sentences. Right? Okay, Priyanka?
Ma'am, give me feedback and ma'am, please tell me that in future, can I speak fluent?
Yes, yes,
Please
definitely.
give me
You
feedback.
will definitely be a very fluent English speaker. Your dream will definitely come true. I wish you luck.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So I enjoyed this session very much. I loved talking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye
Yes,
bye.
ma'am. Me also. Bye
Okay,
bye, ma'am. Thank you.
you're welcome.